Alright, hello, and welcome back to Zelda 2. Last time, got through level 4, the first parts of level 5, getting the flute, whistle, ocarina, whatever you want to call it, and using it to explore more of the world map. Now that's done, all that's really left to do is to complete the dungeons. Since last time, obviously, if you noticed, did some off-screen grinding and got up to attack level 8. And I also confirmed to myself that what I was, well, kind of hinting at in the previous video is true. I can't even complete level 2, defeating the second palace boss on attack level 1. So, people that can get through most of the game that lowly leveled up are definitely better at this game than I am. But that's okay. I don't play games for the competition anyway. Okay, well, before going back down there to the southwest or southeast corner of the world map again, finish off level 5. And for the first time since level 1, there's nothing in this thing. 2, 3, and 4 did. Levels 2, 3, and 4 had. Ooh, that was lucky. Don't need that now. Already maxed out on levels. I mean, I could possibly get 9,000 experience points, like after defeating this next boss, and get an extra life. That's all there is after maxing out attack, magic, and life, all 3 at level 8. 8 all around. As you see, it says next 9,000. Yeah, that just gives you an extra life, which can be useful, I guess, but by the time you get that many, unless you defeated a boss and got to level up that way, by the time you've gotten the 9,000 points, you probably died anyway, a couple times anyway. You could use that extra life. Right, ignoring everything else and going right to the dungeon boss. Since last time I played a little bit ahead, sequence breaking, if you will, and got the magic key from the hidden town of Kasuto. Don't need to worry about keys or using fairy spell to get through doors. Of course, if you didn't, if you're still playing it in suggested order, I think there's a key at the far end of this path, I think. Yeah, why not? Fly right over their heads. They can't even hit me. Alright. Now, got what, 2 tries at this boss? Okay. Damn, he still does a lot of damage. Okay. I don't think I need jump. I definitely want shield this time. Oh, no you don't. Gotcha. Okay, that was easier than I expected it to be. Okay. You know, I mean, I could go on, but I'll just let these points tally up. Just to show what I was talking about, yeah. It doesn't matter. It's not like I get a 9th attack level up. I mean, if that was the case, I'd go for that. Even more attack power. Yeah. But no, just an extra life. Or in this case, replacing the one I lost during the boss battle. First attempt at the boss battle. Alright, now only 1 pet, well, 2 counting the final dungeon. Of course, now is a point in the game where one of the biggest flaws of the game become apparent. You having to start back at the North Castle every time you get a game over, Return of Ganon. I mean, it wasn't so bad with the first few dungeons since they were relatively close to the start of the game anyways. Or even the last couple dungeons, you know, they're a little further, but once you got the raft and had the boots. But now we gotta go all the way down here through all this crap. Do I have to do this anytime you... Yeah, I mean, obviously the idea is to just get good at the game so you're not dying, yes. But that takes time. That takes replays of the game. It eventually will happen, but in the meantime, you get to, Besides, I don't get why they didn't. Any other Zelda game, the first one before it, or any of the ones since it, since this, you always start at the beginning of the dungeon. If you die inside the dungeon, if you die there, but for some reason they decided to be extremely annoying here. You can't tell me it's limitations of the NES, you know, a crutch that a lot of critics like to use. Or critic wannabes. Oh, it's the limitations of the NES hardware. Bullshit. Wasn't a problem with the first Zelda game, that was on the NES too. I mean, I'm not saying the NES was the most advanced for its time, far from it. By the end of the 80s, Sega already had its 16-bit Genesis out. So as far as technology went, the NES was primitive before the 80s even ended. Like any console throughout the decades of gaming history, what set the NES apart wasn't its technology, but its games. Zelda, Metroid, Mega Man, Contra, Castlevania. I mean, Sega would eventually have games from those, well, except for Zelda and Metroid, but there would eventually be Sega Castlevania games and Sega Contra games, but not right away. Okay, I don't need to follow any of these branching paths here. Okay, this dungeon, spoiler alert, well, not much of a spoiling, about 10 minutes if even that long ahead, but this dungeon actually has mini bosses. Actually, and it has a couple of these. I can walk on the ceiling. Yeah. That's not what I wanted to do though. Good. That's what I was hoping to get. Okay. Right, starters, we go this way. And I'm not going to waste reflex spell for these wizards. The only place I might even remotely consider doing that would be back at level 4 where when you first got the reflect spell around that time. And levels wise, on a normal playthrough, mine not included, the 100 points you get from each wizard might have been more useful. Oh shoot, I forgot about... Sorry about that if that was a little loud. Forgot about that trapdoor. Dang it. Well, that's gonna set things back a bit. Especially if I end up dying here now. Oh, thank you. Unusually generous of you, game. But who's complaining? Not me, that's for sure. Oh. Out of my way, wizrobes. I think there's one. Never mind. I was gonna say I think there's another key over that way, but no, there's nothing over that way. Oh, you dirty rat! You mind waiting until I get out of the elevator? Oh, that's right. I don't think you can make this jump without mashing buttons and breaking your controller. Now, for this screen, jump spell. First statue. Second statue. Third one. Now note this floor is two. Oh, never mind. It's right about there. Yeah. Hard to describe, so especially since I'm being pummeled by fire. Trying to stay alive here while explaining this. How the floor has these. Wait a minute, I got my little tiles back there where the statue was. Like the statue's right where I am. You'd go 2 squares beyond that, or is it 3, and then jump spell over that pitfall that I fell in the first time through. Anyway, as I said, mini boss. Nothing new. Nothing we haven't already seen. Yeah, just reusing old bosses as mini bosses. Now we get the dungeon item, the last one in the game. The cross that lets you see invisible enemies, which back in the old town of Kasuto that's now abandoned, save the guy who gives you the thunder spell, there's some flying enemies flying around the screen that you can now see. Plus I think there's a ton of invisible enemies on the road to the final dungeon, the Great Palace. I think. To be honest, I'm not sure about that, so don't necessarily quote me on that. I don't think I've ever tried making that trip before finding the cross from this dungeon first. Actually, it doesn't matter since I gotta go back and... Oh, did I actually jump over that? Wow, okay. That's unusual. Oh great, I don't have enough for a jump spell. Oh shoot. Oh, I might as well just... Don't have enough for the jump spell. Can't cast a reflect spell to kill these things and hope to drop. Oh. I'm done on this top floor. At least that's how I've always looked at it. Back in that room where I dropped through that pit like 5-6 times. Each one is one floor, so... Nothing on this floor, if you will. But here, second or third floor down, or second, whatever. Second floor basement, I guess you'd say, if this was a Metal Gear game. Oh, good God, I think it's this. Yep, I thought so. Be a good idea to try to take those things out now, if you can. Alright. Oh, no, you don't, game. I don't need points bags anymore now. Of course, this is another example of how, like I pointed out in an earlier video, I would use the berry spell and just fly over those silly Medusa head. Well, they're not really Medusa heads, but again, that's what they remind me of with those flight patterns they have. You know, I just fly over them, but yeah, they got sadistic developers. Obviously must have thought of that possibility, so they put these up there so you can't just do that. Now, many a time, get to this screen and not have enough magic left for fairy spell. Kind of like earlier, how I didn't have enough magic for the jump spell and had to convenient or intentionally, yeah. A lot of times I'd have to do that here. obviously without enough magic for this fairy spell, you don't get through this. So, yeah. Alright. Anybody gonna drop another red magic jar? Nope. Okay, how many? I still got one life. Well, this one then. Alright, well. Shield spell, that's probably gonna. Yeah, then I'm not gonna have enough for the life spell. Dang it. Good, got him. And that's it for the mini bosses. For this dungeon, anyways. Now, still have enough for the jump spell. I don't have enough for the fairy spell, though. Well, I do, but barely. Oh, okay, did that count? Yeah, it did, okay. Well, I get it, then lose it. Well, a place to put one of those blue wire knuckles. Really, game? Sure, we're gonna give you this extra life, but chances are you're gonna die getting it, so it's not gonna matter. Yeah, the developers really got sadistic with this game. There's no denying that. Good game, but damn. Okay, now for this, you're gonna need to probably be a good idea to have the fairy spell selected. Just don't use it yet. Drop down. And quickly use it so you can float or fly into this little crevice here. Otherwise, you just drop straight down and have to loop around to get back up here and try again. And here we have Dungeon Boss, who I always die at least once in this battle. It's Volvagia, or at least common theory is that it's supposed to have been here. According to the instruction manual, it's actually called Barba, but you know, the usual gamer crutch mistranslation BS. Everything they don't like is a mistranslation for something. In some cases, they're right, I give you that. But yeah, anyways. Definitely does look like Volvagia, an 8-bit rendition of the boss of the Fire Temple from Ocarina of Time. Okay, how did both of those miss? Oh, come on. Quit missing. Oh, don't jump into the lava either. Probably shouldn't have used the jump spell there, but... Oh, there it goes. Got you twice. Okay, now I'm... Oh. Okay, well actually that saved me from jumping into the lava, so... Or from falling in, rather. Okay, I should probably use the shield spell. I got him once. Oh, stop. Missing. At this rate, I'm going to be the one dying here, not him. Well, I still have one chance left. Oh, so close. One more hit. Alright, well. Okay. Okay, what's this? Oh, well, I got him twice at least. Ah, got him going down. Okay, never mind, that didn't come out right. I missed him that time. Of course. This boss has the potential of being one of the more interesting bosses in the game. If not for the dang lava columns. Instant death. And then there's... yeah. Okay, make sure to jump. Good God, don't fall into the lava now. Of course, I think the game counts of... yeah, actually. So I've had that happen on previous playthroughs long ago, but still. Get the key, then make that final jump, or think I am, but push the wrong button or something and fall right into the lava last life. But yeah, the game counts, you know. You beat the boss, so you don't have, not like you have to fight it again when you get back here. Just, in my case, cursing every dirty word you could possibly imagine on the whole trip back here to this dungeon and through this dungeon to get back to this room. Alright, well, that's it. All 6 normal dungeons done. You see, probably should have pointed this out earlier, but yeah, the number that was a 6 at the start of the game is now down to 0. All crystals placed. The barrier in front of the Great Palace, level 7, the final dungeon, is now been removed. Now it's just a matter of getting to it, which with 0 lives left, there's no way I'm going to be doing. As again, it's been said many times over the decades that the road to the final dungeon is more difficult and annoying than the final dungeon itself. And I personally would definitely be inclined to agree with that assessment. So, now, in earlier videos, I pointed out some of those extra life doll statuette things that you can find. And I mentioned that I customarily tend to save those until the run to the final dungeon. Well, I am now at that point in the game, so... granted, it doesn't necessarily matter because at least, well, for levels 1 through 6, if you die in a dungeon, you still start off back at the North Castle there. But at least they grant you some leniency, you know, some decency in design. And if you do, once you make it to the Great Palace, you can start off there, which would, you know, I mean, I do like this game, but if I'm being honest, if you got all the way to the Great Palace, died there, and still had to go all, you know, make that entire trip back there every time, then I'd say screw this game. At least the last level of it. I don't know if you had to go, especially, I mean, it only took me the one time this time, but the one trip this time, but on like first few playthroughs, frickin' took me forever to get through level 6. All those trips through that dungeon, or through that path to get to the dungeon. Yeah, there's one of them. But anyways, yeah, as I was saying, since you can, once you get to the Great Palace, even after a game over, you start off there. So, collecting all these extra lives now, guess doesn't really matter, but could have used them later, I guess, or earlier, I guess. But, there's one up here. Too bad there's no option no menu option or something where you can shut off the appearance of those silly shadow creature things that draw you into random battles. I mean, I'm maxed out on levels. I have no need for that anymore now. I mean, what? The off chance that I'm going to be able to somehow, without dying, without losing a life, grind up 9,000 experience points to get another one? Somehow I doubt that. I mean, I suppose it can be done if you're good enough at the game. But, yeah. See, I know there was... Oh yeah, it's over in Eastern Hyrule. The ones that I know of anyways. There's probably some of these things that I either never did know about or did at some point but forgot about over the years. I mean, I don't pretend to know everything about this game. Yeah, right here. Alright, now we begin the trek to the final dungeon. Level 7, the Great Palace. First, okay, never mind, I'm only one bar or whatever depleted. Let's just go. Was gonna say first stop and replenish health, but okay, now maybe I should go. Never mind, let's just go. Now, rather than heading east or going right, whichever way you want to look at it, we go down this way, south, through this passageway that I pointed out in an earlier video. course, those blue little eyeball things, if you didn't have the cross from level 6, they'd be invisible. You'd probably be sitting here thinking, what the heck is hitting me? Very conveniently placed red magic jar. Alright, now we begin the real stretch to the final dungeon. The Valley of Death, I think it's called. Now, laugh if you will, that's fine. Leave all kind of sarcastic, no, not really sadistic, but sarcastic comments in the comments, if you will. But the way that I've always gone through this, pretty much since my first playthrough, rather than deal with all these enemies flying around the room and the potential of enemy knockback into instant death pits a la early Castlevania games, I just use the fairy spell and fly over all this crap. Again, laugh if you will, that's fine. Too much potential. I mean, right there, with all those eyeballs flying around the room, around the screen. Just too much potential for instant death. Okay, well. See what I mean? So yeah, probably the most ridiculous way of getting through this, but I'm okay with that. This should be the last. I'm dead anyway. Alright. Almost there. Out of my way, buddy. Alright, we made it. Level 7, the Great Palace. And that barrier only lifts if you've completed the first 6 dungeons first. If that number down there where my mouse cursor is anything but a 0, you don't get through that barrier yet. Kind of like the first game, level 9, if you made it to level 9 before completing the first 8 dungeons and getting the completed Triforce, one who does not have the Okay. Well, I was going to break these videos up, but I still got time, so let's just go. Was going to make this its own separate video, but eh. Now, like any final dungeon, well, especially probably still today too, but this place is huge, like I said earlier this video or in the last one. Problem here isn't so much the size, but the fact that, like level 9 first quest of the first game, a lot of it is useless dead-end rooms and mazes, and in this case, easily end up going the wrong way, and by the time you realize it's a dead end, you have multiple screens to go back through to get to the last fork in the road and go in a different direction. And although I memorized the path through, it took a lot of playthroughs back in the day to do so. Like I said, luckily, at this point in the game, once you've made it here, the designers had a little leniency and you're allowed to continue here. Outside, of course, but yeah. You don't have to make that trip through the road to this palace every game over. So again, that would suck. Anyways, right around there's a trapdoor. Granted, not that bad. You just got a slight backtracking, a few steps. Now we want to go this way. Of course, this palace is another one of those that I memorized after drawing my own little crudely drawn hand design map, or drawing my own little map, and memorizing that thing. I think it's this screen or next screen, get introduced to one of the enemies exclusive to this dungeon, kind of like Patra in the first game, enemy that you only saw in level 9. Yeah, those guys. You thought the Iron Knuckles were bad enough, holy crap. Those guys are like the Iron Knuckle on steroids. Especially the blue ones. I think we want to go this way. Yeah. Of course, this is another one of the enemies exclusive to this dungeon. Alright. Now, for what awaits around mid-screen here, it's perhaps glitchy, borderline cheaty, maybe, I don't know, but stand here 4 squares up. He can't hit you, but every time he gets close enough, you can hit him. Easy victory. But it only works from that spot for those blocks. Or you could just use the thunder spell, except for the blue ones. I think it takes 2 uses of the thunder spell to kill it. Oh, we made it to the boss. Well, no, not this time. Usually when you saw those curtain drapes like that, it meant boss room. And I think they did that intentionally because of that. You know, they kind of figured, oh, yeah, we made the rest of the boss rooms look this way. Let's fool them. Yeah. Okay. Probably would have been quicker to just use the thunder spell like I hinted at. Quit following me! What are you? Oh great, there's the damn beep. Thank you, game. The beep must be silenced. For the sake of sanity. Actually, why did I do that the second time? I forgot about this. No, that's kind of pointless. Of course, if you are going to get that, be careful not to down stab, down thrust through too many of those blocks. I've done that a couple times and end up stabbing my way all the way down through the last one and right into the lava pit below. Kind of defeated the purpose of getting the fairy. Now we go left. After going right at so many of those different forks in the road. Out of my way, butthead. Whatever the heck you're supposed to be. Okay, this looks like a dead end, but remember, 80s game, ultra cryptic by today's standards, and in some cases you're right, but yeah. One of these can either be a red magic jar or one of those, well, whatever they're called, I forget if they even have a name. This dungeon's equivalent to the Iron Knuckle statue that we've already seen. Or maybe it's not this room. Never mind, maybe I'm thinking too far ahead. Oh, that thing. I swear, the first time that happened, surprising I didn't have a heart attack. But, oh, where the heck did you come from? Oh shoot, I should have done that. Oh well, I got plenty of extra lives yet. Yeah, okay. Minor setback. Hopefully that's all it is. I drop down this obvious pitfall here. This I think is what. Yeah, now that I don't really need it anymore, at least not yet. Alright. We're here. Well, not yet technically, but the mini boss, for which you'll definitely need the thunder spell, because without it, you can't even get it to reveal its weak point. Without the thunder spell, this boss is basically invincible, hence the name Thunderbird. Beyond that, the reflect spell would be useful. Jump spell probably, since he hovers, flies on high in the air. Occasionally swoops down very slowly, but and probably the shield spell, so 24, 40, 104, which again doesn't leave you much for life spell, so yeah. Okay. Thunder. Reflect. Shield. Jump. Oh, what the hell was that? Oh, dang it, I keep missing. Ah. Oh, poopy. Okay, well. Oh, come on, hit him. There you go. Now that you're almost dead. Okay. Oh, I'm dead. Well. Okay. Try that again. Oh, come on, really? How did that miss? There, that's better. Oh, poopy. Oh. Oh, you dirty. Okay. Got it. Well, once. Oh, you... Great, and I don't have... Okay, never mind. I'm only not even half dead yet. Never mind. Getting all panicky for nothing. Okay, now starting... Oh, great. Now there's reason for concern. Oh, great. I'm dead. Oh, so close. So freaking close. It'd be nice if there was a reserved magic jar in this room. What the hell was that? Okay, maybe I didn't need to use the jump spell. I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong here. Just the way I've always done this, but... Come on, let's not screw this up now. Oh, what the hell? Cheat game. How did that get past the reflect spell? What? I hate when games cheat. How are those getting... Bullshit game. You cheated. Alright. Alright. Made it back here. Well, shoot. Edited out the trip back here in the first parts of this boss battle since I already showed it a couple times. Oh, come on, don't mess this up now. Oh, I had that, you cheat. There. Alright, now. If the game will let me. Yeah, okay. Okay, still got one life left. Oh, you would be. You would be, game. Or whatever. You would do that, game. Screw you, game. Oh, come. Really? That's better. Of course, now I'm going to need it all just for you. Alright. Excuse me. Life. Life. And, well, actually not yet, but in the next room, the shield spell. But all you really need, well, other than life, of course, as we now make it to the final boss of the entire game. Dark Link, or Shadow Link. Yes, that's right. This, not Ocarina of Time, but this is where this character first appeared in Zelda history. I mean, Ocarina of Time is obviously the game that popularized the character, so to speak, but... epic mini-boss battle in the middle of the water temple in Ocarina of Time. And yes, by the way, I'm well aware of the glitch. Crouch at the left corner of the screen. And, yeah. But dang it, I'm going to do this the way you're expected to do this. No cheaty glitches. No exploits. If it means having to make another trip through the dungeon, then so be it. Of course, this kind of sucks with the color coding, the color palettes here. Can't really see your light. I mean, you can see it, but you can't see how full, you know, how many hits you've taken. Too bad it doesn't shade the damage in a different color like it does with Dark Links. So you can tell when it's a good time to use the life spell or not. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a button masher, no doubt about that. Work out on the thumbs and wrists. Okay. Let's not take any undue chances here. Again, can't see how much health I have left. It's the only thing that really sucks about this battle. I mean, the difficulty, well, hello, it's supposed to be difficult. It's the final boss of the entire game. Not supposed to be easy, okay? But yeah, I get a kick out of hearing people say that that boss battle is impossible the legit way, without cheaty glitches. No, it's not. You just gotta be good at the game. Anyway, that's about it. Again, like I said in the intro, definitely not the best Zelda game, but it's certainly not the worst. Of course, what is best or worst is a matter of personal opinion either way, but... I mean, I've heard people compare this to the Zelda CDI games. I think you're just being ridiculous there, but okay, I mean, you're right to your opinion. But, yeah. Executive producer. Was it that? Oh, yeah, okay, that's right. They were still going by made-up names for some reason. Instead of Miyamoto or Miyamoto, Miyaman or Miyahan. Anyways, like the game, but I can agree there's issues here, and then I still say this is the Zelda game that most definitely needs a remake. Not the Oracle games, which are good enough as they are. Not Minish Cap, likewise, good enough as it is. But this game, a well-made remake, fixing the issues, maybe even adding some more content to it, might actually bring in some fans that, as of right now, can't stand this game. Anyways, well, push the start button like it suggests, and you got the Triforce thing there, like the sword in the first game. Second quest, well, kind of. You do play the game again from the start, or you can, but it's the exact same game. You just have all your upgrades. You lose all your dungeon items, but you keep all your spells and your experience upgrades, which makes the first several levels and areas ridiculously easy. Now, there is a cheaty, glitchy kind of thing you could do to quickly level up experience in another file, save file. Yeah. Alright, just for the heck of it, since I mentioned it. Okay, first off, start the completed game file. Make it to a dungeon boss on this file, which shouldn't be too hard again since you have all of your magic spells and upgrades. Alright. First dungeon boss. Of course. Totally annihilate him. Attack level 8 with the down stab ability. But yeah, anyways. Little quick level up glitch, cheat, trick, whatever. Now, as soon as it starts tallying up the experience points on this file, which is already maxed out, hit the start button as fast as you possibly can. Then on the second player control, up in A. Well, it ain't working, but oh, there it goes. Okay, hit continue, or is it save? I think it's continue. Or no, shoot, damn it. Ah, crap, oh, I was save, yeah, then go to the different file. The file, to a file that just starting, or that you just started, and rack up all that experience onto that file. Easily get up to like level 5 attack, level 5 magic right away. It does work if you do it right, which I did not, because I don't really care. Is it cheating? Probably yes, but it does require having completed the game, or at least, yeah, having a file with extremely high levels already to make the trick worth it. anyways, and of course, by now I think everybody's seen this one. You know, AVGN on his review of the video of the game. James James AVGN Rolf and his review video for the game even kind of jokingly pointed this out. Or was it for the Power Glove episode where he... But anyways, yeah. Hey, look at me, I'm invincible almost. Yeah, well, not entirely, but yeah. Yay! I mean, come on, who can't beat them? Wow. I can't believe people actually take credit for beating the game that way. Have you no pride? Have you no shame? I mean, I know it's just a game and all, but come on. Oh, well, whatever works for you, I guess. Personally, I'd be ashamed of myself to admit that I had to resort to such tactics to beat a video game. But anyways, yeah. That's about it. Nothing more to add. Yeah. As always, thanks for watching. And I'll see you on my next Zelda playthrough, which is probably going to be the next game in release order, A Link to the Past. Since it is the 30th anniversary of the game's initial release. And I did mention in my 30th anniversary video back in April that I was going to do a playthrough of the game before the end of the years. Anyways, no need to set through this again. See you next time. As always, thanks for watching, and bye.